It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest this week, Kamu Grugier-Hill. Kamu, you started all 10 games that you played in, and you picked up your first interception as a Texan a few weeks ago at Tennessee. How cool was that moment for you, and where is the football right now?
It was pretty cool. It's in my bedroom.
You got to keep it.
I got to keep it. Yeah, thank God. Because, there's 2 that I dropped also, so I should have 3. So to bring that one home was, it's actually kind of just teasing me right now.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the ones that you dropped, but we'll talk about the actual interception first. You returned it, 82 yards, and David Culley said he could tell you were a defensive player returning it because that an offensive player wouldn't keep – they know someone's chasing them, but he said you just kept checking to see if someone was chasing you, and had you not done that, maybe you would have made it a little bit further. What are your thoughts on that?
Everyone's a critic when they don't have the ball in their hands, so, I don't know. We'll have to see next time. Hopefully I can make up for that.
All right, the near interceptions that you've gotten, what is the mindset? What happens in your brain? You seem so mad at yourself on the field, but it's still a big play. It's just not the big play you wanted.
Yeah.
But how, what's going through your mind when something like that happens on the field?
I just think as a defense, especially where our team is right now, every opportunity we have to take the ball away and, just change the possession is huge. So to capitalize on those moments, you kind of need those.
I asked Lovey about it. I said, when stuff like that happens, what is your advice? And he actually pointed out the fact that you had a sack in that game, and he said that it's really good that you're even in that position to be making that play. And then he talked about just your role on this defense, that you can play all 3 linebacker positions. How have you enjoyed that? I know we've talked about you joining Lovey's defense, but now as the season has gone on, how much are you really getting into that role?
Yeah, it's cool. I feel, I'm kind of just like the swing guy, anytime I don't know. I just feel comfortable at all 3 positions. If someone goes down or if someone doesn't feel comfortable at a certain position, kind of step in and I can be, the move guy if another guy doesn't really feel comfortable moving. So it's a good place to be.
All right. So this defense, 10 different players have an interception. That's the most in the NFL. So you guys have a nickname, the takeaway train. I don't know who started that nickname. Do you know?
I actually don't. I just opened my phone one day and saw that on Instagram. I was like, oh, I like that.
Because I saw that you and Jacob Martin were trying to do like a train celebration, and you're still sort of working through the kinks of coordinating that.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit.
It'll
be a little bit. We're still rolling.
Okay, so no motto, no swag
nothing
for the
yet.
Nothing in the locker room to sort of mark who's got interceptions. No leaderboard.
We're working on merch right now, so we're gonna get that going soon. And
the holidays are coming.
Christmas season, get some merch out. We have nothing right now. We need to work on it.
You guys need to get working on that. You've talked about playing in Lovey's system in the past, or in different defenses in the past, and how you've been a bigger linebacker, but you like playing for Lovey because he lets you be a little bit lighter and faster. How has that been for you so far, especially now as the season's gone on, like staying the weight that you want to stay?
Because I've just always struggled gaining weight. Like it's just been a struggle of mine since high school, college. And even now, it's just something for whatever reason that it's just difficult for me to just pack on like a lot of weight to get up to like 235. So to be able to play at like 220, 225 is amazing for me. I love it.
So Thanksgiving, the holidays, you're not worried about putting on the extra.
Literally does not matter. I could eat as much as I want and nothing happens.
What do you eat before games? What's your pregame meal?
Well, on like actual game day, that's the one time like my diet is like actually super strict. I've gone into. You ever watch the Game Changers thing on Netflix?
No, I'm afraid I'll become vegetarian if I watch it. But yeah, go ahead.
I don't fully believe in it, but there was one thing that I took out, and it's about like your blood and like eating meat throughout, like what it does to your blood and stuff. So I actually tried it one day, and I did feel better. So like on game day, like before the only meal before the game, like that's the vegan meal I eat.
Okay. You feel energetic?
I feel I feel a little more fluid, yeah.
So what is that? Is that like it's beans, it's no dairy?
No, it's just no dairy, no
fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the week you're just like a 1 day a week vegan.
Yeah.
1 meal a week.
One meal a week, yeah, exactly. It's funny because then right after the game I always eat a big steak. So
sure. This is how my brother practices veganism as well. When he comes to Texas, he's like, I think I want barbecue and Tex-Mex. Yeah. Then the veganism's out the window. Jacob Martin was mic'd up a few weeks ago, and you guys had a funny moment where I don't know what he did. He like pinched the back of your arm or something, and then you said, "That's a little much there, my guy." So, what are you like on the field in between plays? Are you just a little bit more subdued, or
No,
you just don't like people pinching you on the
No,
sideline?
I just keep it. I just like to keep it light. You know, I joke with everyone, and I just try not to keep it too serious. You know, I don't know. Everyone, you know, it's a stressful moment a lot of times, so just trying to keep everything light, keep everyone loose is kind of my mindset on it.
I'm going to put in a request to have you mic'd up for a game because I do feel like I see you talking a lot on the field. There's a lot of celebrating.
There's a lot.
There's
of
a lot
celebrating.
of There's a lot of conversation
We can
happening.
do that. I think I actually was mic'd up one game, a Cardinals game, but you know that it wasn't the best game for all of
maybe
us.
let's try it again.
Let's
the
try
defense
one more.
is rolling.
Yeah,
the takeaway train's really rolling
let's get
now.
another one going. I'm down for that.
All right, so you got a lot of friends on this team, and you've got friends back home in Hawaii, and you and I have talked about this, but I actually found this text, or actually it was a piece of paper. It was my receipt at a restaurant.
Oh, my God.
So I have to print it out and show you because I don't think I've shown it to you. But just to recap the story in case you haven't heard it, I was in Kauai having dinner at a restaurant, and I got into a conversation with the waiter who asked me if I was a Texans fan living in Texas. And I said, well, yes, I work for the team. And he mentioned how he played high school football with you as another linebacker. Mm-hmm. And I blacked out his last name, but he wanted me to recount this story to you.
I don't think this
I said, I'm not going to remember. It's July.
This is not a proper story for everyone, but yeah.
It says, walking out of math class, 9th grade, Mrs. Toyota. And I promised him I would ask you about it. So here we are. He said you were not the best student, and you just sort of would get up and leave class when you wanted to.
So the story behind this one is, I was definitely not the best student, and it was one of those days. It was like the class before like Christmas or like some kind of break. Like, and the teacher said, "Hey, all we have to do is take this test, and you guys can leave. Nothing else after. As fast as you take this test, you can leave, and it's over." And I was like, I'm the
as
type,
fast as we can.
Well, I'm the type of student like, okay, let's look at my grade. Like, do I need this test right now? So I look at my grade. I'm like, if I fail this test, I'm still good. So I literally sign my name and turn it in. I'm talking. She hands it to me, puts it on my desk. I sign my name, get up, and follow her back to her desk, put it on the desk. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm done." And she's like,
"You didn't even try."
She was baffled. Like the way she looked at me, she was like so baffled. Which is, that's what I tried to warn you. Like, it was not the best story. I was not the best student, but I'm a lot different.
Listen,
now.
It's math class. If you calculated what your average was going to be with getting a 0 on a test,
I'm good at math.
And you figured that out, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take my chances. I've done the math.
I'm good.
You literally did the math.
I'm good.
To say I don't need to do the math.
Exactly.
Do you see the irony in that?
It was just.
You could have done the test.
Everyone's face was just baffled that I just did that. But yeah, that's the story.
Did you do that again in high school? Was that a one-time occurrence?
I don't even want to relive high school.
Okay. It seems like
I'm trying to inspire the youth now, not bring them down with me.
Do as I say, don't do as I
exactly.
do. So in team meetings and stuff, what are you like now? I know you're not walking out of team meetings.
I'm definitely not walking out of team meetings. No, I mean, now we're professionals.
Do you ask a lot of questions? Are you a pretty vocal guy in meetings? Or you sit back and chill?
Like within the defense, like I'm the type of guy, like I like to have throughout the week. I like to have like, okay, I need to know where I'm doing this with different plays. I want to know specific things, but then on game day I let it fly. But like throughout the week, I kind of I engage a lot, and me whoever I'm with, me Kirko, me Zach, we're always talking to Lovey or Miles, trying to get on the same page with a lot of the defense stuff. So
okay, well, speaking of your teammates. You had mentioned to me that you were volleyball state champion once. I think one of the first times I talked to you. You're a big volleyball player. What position were you again?
Outside hitter.
Outside hitter. Okay. So you said that volleyball did not help you at all in being a linebacker, which I feel like maybe deflecting passes, or I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some sort of volleyball skill that might help at linebacker. No, you don't think so? Okay. I was just trying here. I was going to ask you, if you could pick 5 other teammates to be on your volleyball team, who would they be?
I'd have to go Zach, just because I need the long arms.
That's a good one.
Who else is really tall? Pharaoh.
Okay.
I'd go Pharaoh. But then I need some.
You're only going to get tall people for this team?
What? Those are my two blockers. You know what I mean? So there's my blockers. Now I need some athletes. Some like I don't know. I gotta have some tryouts or something. I gotta see how these guys move with some volleyball.
I'm a little shocked that you're not picking more of your linebackers.
Like who? Like Kirko? Kirko at his club right now could maybe have a pretty good spike.
He would. He could land a pretty good pretty good hit on the ball. You need to have tryouts for your volleyball team.
I need to have some. Yeah, we'll have some beach volleyball tournaments in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
we'll do
Kaimi,
something.
maybe Kaimi.
Oh yeah, Emi. I know. Actually, Emi would be good. Emi could play. His
Okay.
wife. His wife actually played at my rival high school. They both went to my.
They
rival high
both went
school,
to your rival high
but
school.
She played like volleyball.
Okay, so
yeah.
he doesn't need tryouts. He
doesn't
can
need
be on
tryouts.
your
Yeah,
volleyball team.
He's solid.
Everyone else, you need to try out
I need to
for
try out, yeah.
Kamu's team. All right, Kamu, thanks so much for the time. Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching, and go Texans! Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new content.